Hey, what's going on, vets? How you guys doing today? So in today's video, I want to answer a couple questions that were left behind and respond to a comment that was left regarding the VA and documenting your claims, okay, when you have another claim in or you made an appeal. So let's get started. So I had a question about P&T, whether it makes a difference if you're a TDIU or if you're a scheduler, if you're on P&T, if you have P&T status, when it comes to after 5 years for reevaluation, does it matter? No, it does not. It doesn't matter if you're TDIU or 100% scheduler. As long as you have P&T status and it's after 5 years, the VA has to go through a lot to get that removed. Okay, let's move to the next one. Which is someone made a comment about they applied for the SHA grant and they were denied. Okay, in your situation, use the denial against them when you do reapply. See why they read your award letter or denial letter as to why they denied it, and then make sure that those boxes are checked off and include your denial letter when you reapply and show them each thing that they said or one thing that they said wasn't there, that's now there. Now they don't have a reason to deny you. Okay, now that brings me to the comment where there's a person who feels that they're being treated a certain way because of the color of their skin. Okay, and I want to respond to this as openly, as honest as I can. And I want to preface this by saying, everyone is not the same. You will run across and meet some people don't care at all about your skin color. They just want to see that you are a straight up person. Anybody that spent any time in the military knows, okay? There's kind of a pecking order. You can tell when it's somebody that they like simply because of the color of their skin, or there's somebody who's actually doing the job that gets passed over because of some other circumstance that didn't make sense to anyone, even the person that received the promotion or received whatever it was. Sometimes they never even asked for it and they get it out of nowhere when someone's been working to achieve that goal for a long period of time. And I say all that to say this. At the Department of Veterans Affairs, you have some really nice people there. You have some people there who really try to help as many veterans as they can. Those type of people are unfortunately few and far in between. Here's what I mean by that. Sometimes you will put in a claim and that claim will be done right away. The person that you sent that information to, the rater, got what you were saying, boom, done, complete, everything was taken care of. On the other hand, you have raters there that feel a certain type of way about you being a person of color. Now I'm going to tell you guys something that you may not be aware of, right? There's currently 2 lawsuits that are pending by 2 minority veterans groups who are suing the VA for information that basically shows where white veterans have received more benefits and are looked upon more favorably than veterans of color. Now this is well documented. Matter of fact, the VA recently, the Union for the VA recently put out a poll. Was 65% of the people who were polled, which are basically the employees at the VA, said that they witnessed numerous occasions of discrimination, whether it be in the hospital or whether it be at comp and pen. So I don't want people out there to be disillusioned by this, okay? Because it happens every day with police, happens every day with attorneys, happens every day with lawyers. People in position of power are not always there to look out for you. Sometimes they use your skin color as a way of getting back, okay? And I'm not saying getting back as just in revenge for you, but they try to make it as difficult for you as they can, and they want to see you quit. So when people tell me, man, I just gave up on the VA and feel like dealing with it, that's what they want. They want people like you who look like me, who look like other people who have different skin colors to quit. Because I can guarantee you, each one of you guys who are watching this video right now know someone in a similar situation as you, but it seems like they got every break while you ended up with nothing, or you're still fighting. And you can't understand, how is it your situation could be even worse than this person, but yet they got everything and you're still fighting to get a little bit. It's unfortunate, guys, but it's the truth. Now, there's going to be people who watch this video who are going to get all upset and say, yeah, there's reverse racism. I never said that there wasn't. But I'm just telling you, when you're actually looking at the situation rationally, okay, because there's far more people there that are non-people of color than there are people of color. That is just the fact. And sometimes those people try to make it as hard as they can on the veteran. Here's what I will tell you guys to do. If you currently have a claim, if you're currently looking at filing something, because these lawsuits, they're going to reveal a lot about the VA in the upcoming years. Make no mistake about it. The reason why I want you guys to document what's going on and what's happening with you, don't be left out of the boat. Every time one of you all had something that happened to you, they got to go back to that original date that it happened. So I'm telling you right now, if you're one of those veterans where you filed a claim, they denied your claim, you waited years, 3, 4, 5 years to get your claim done, then all of a sudden it was approved, they didn't do that for nothing. If you ever file another claim, or if you just want to put some information in your medical records, go down to Company Pen and document exactly what happened and why you think it happened. Okay, express to them, how is it that the same information that was presented the first time was denied? Nothing new was added, but it took 3 to 5 years for you all to approve this. Do you know the main reason why they do that? I'm gonna give y'all some real talk. You know the main reason they do that? Because they want you to die. They want you to quit, or they want you to die. That's the truth. There's no way to sugarcoat that. That is the truth. When you have a veteran who's in really bad condition, they've been told many times by many doctors they're in really bad condition, and they still deny you, there's only one reason why they're denying you. It has nothing to do with medical, because medical evidence did not change in a lot of these situations with a lot of these senior veterans, a lot of these Vietnam veterans. Some of them didn't file a thing. They don't even have medical records because a lot of them got lost. But when they originally put that claim in, it was denied. They appealed it and it was approved 5, 10, sometimes 20, 25 years later. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to quit. They want you to not file. They want you to do nothing. And it's the same way with Social Security. Think about it. Social Security has a 3-step process. You file the first time, you normally are denied. You file the second time, sometimes you get approved. That's how I got mine. And my question to them was, nothing changed. There was no new evidence added. There was no new language. We just filed an appeal. And on that appeal, it got approved. So what was different from the first time to now? Absolutely nothing. They want you to quit. That's what they want. Now, I'm not saying this to like cause a controversy or people to get upset with what I'm saying, but I'm basically telling you guys the truth. In the United States of America, as you can see from things that happened on January 6th, the way they talk to people, the way they carry themselves, they don't really care about you as a person of color. And some of those same people, think about those people who got arrested. Cops, military, captains, okay, sergeants. These are all people who are around people of color, and they letting you know how they really feel about you. These are people in positions of power. Think about that. Right now, think about your claim. Just put in your mind your whole claim process. What changed? Most of the time, nothing. They want you to quit. They want to make it harder on you. And these groups who are suing the government are going to uncover it. Watch and see. It may be 5 years from now, maybe 20 years from now. It will get uncovered. It's going to get uncovered. And I can't wait to see the story that they tell, because the biggest problem with the VA is no accountability. It's the same way with Social Security. It is so easy to blame a disabled person, especially if you have mental health issues. It's easy to blame them and take no responsibility for their actions. There's no one holding the rater and the supervisor who signs off on this accountable. There should be a rule that if you denied this veteran and then this veteran turn around and gets approved on appeal, you should go without pay the same way that veteran did for however long it took. I guarantee you that will change a lot of minds when they're doing these ratings. They're going to double check and triple check to make sure it's right before they send it out. Because as of right now, they have no accountability. They have none. What repercussions do they face when they screw up? Absolutely none. Absolutely none. The same way I told you guys in the last video about these people at the hospital, how they screw up your appointments. They just say, hey, this guy has all kind of issues, and they leave all kind of notes. And the person who's supervising them say, okay, well, yeah, they got a history of doing whatever, so I'm gonna sign off on that. Don't worry about it, you're fine. That's how that system works, ladies and gentlemen. It's no different than you being at your job. You're covering up for a coworker for something they screwed up or something they didn't do. You're helping them out. It works the same way in the government. Works the same way. Some of you guys have been on jobs that have been horrible jobs. You've been treated a certain way. Sometimes, like in the field I was in, HVAC, you're the only person of color. There might be 50 to 60 employees. You're the only one in there. The only one. Every time something happens in the news, they looking at you, asking you questions like, you know why the hell this person robbed the bank, or why the hell this happened. I have no idea. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to end it with this, and I implore you guys to do this. Even if you're not filing a claim, document what happened in your claims process. Make sure it's in your medical file. Your C file. Make sure it makes its way to your C file. Because when all of this does hit the fan, you may not be around, but if you got kids, you got a spouse that you left behind, somebody that you left behind, and they screwed you over, you have documented how. And even though you may not be here in present, your words that you wrote down will come back. Trust me on that. Make sure you put it in your C file. Make sure it's documented. Make sure people know what your experience was, what happened to you. Okay? All right, guys. That's it for now. I appreciate everybody watching as always. Until the next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.